Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request for Cersei in the Zeta Gundam Hyper Mega Launcher type as the illustration slash Dissidia version of the Warrior of Light from the original Final Fantasy. So, yeah, the Warrior of Light character art is basically not a match for any of the original game's character sprites. So it is much more elaborate, and it is all shades of blue, whereas probably the closest class equivalent in-game would be the fighter, which is, all red. But, yeah, so, I mean, fighter is kind of the default character class, so yeah, that's kind of where my mind is on that. But, yeah, nobody really matches it, so that is Brain. That is Brain, but you can see the Zeta HML does pack a pretty good punch still. It is very vulnerable to raids as always, but and there's a Shazar Type A, which is really, it's always a pain and it's always dangerous. But here on this map, where it can go, can fly behind a building and sneak up on you very easily, it is, an absolute terror. Managed to get a shot in on that messer, but. Yeah, now I'm going to fall on my face, and I'm pretty sure that by the time I manage to do anything else, the Shazar will be behind me and stabbing me a lot. I'm just trying to do the damage I can to that messer. If I were smart, I probably would have, tackled off the front of the building by now, but wasn't really thinking about it as much as I should. Got some good shots in. So yeah, I think that was probably the Shazar just flying by and shooting me, because I had a little... Nope! It was the Shazar Type B back there that got me, apparently. Okay. Well, managed to shoot up the rooftop and get me. That's, that's fair. But at the moment, we're ahead a little bit, which is a good start. I'm going to throw out some support fire, but yeah, Zeta HML, I've heard people say that basically the Zeta Gundam Type 3A makes it obsolete, and Type 3A definitely has a few more options. It is a general, which, a lot of people prefer to supports. I do not necessarily, but I can see the argument. And it has a charging version of the Hyper Mega Launcher that can be charged while moving, and has a radiation sustained damage Garabi type weapon, as opposed to this, which just does one big hit that connects or misses. So, and beyond that, it does have the beam bayonet for its beam rifle, which the Hyper Mega Launcher does not get. So, or at least if it does, I forgot to put it on my item palette, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. As I've said before, the Hyper Mega Launcher itself should also have a bayonet, but does not do. So yeah, this could have been a very melee focused support if they'd wanted, but also it could have. I think I mentioned before, the grenade launcher has an optional, basically, heat rod type grapple that it could have instead of or alongside just straight up grenades. So, if they ever want to improve the HML, there are definitely some avenues they could explore. Until then, though, it took me a few tries to get a round I liked with it, but it is not bad. The thing it does really have going for it is it actually has an out-and-out dodge roll once it gets into biosensor territory. So that is above and beyond a lot of what a lot of supports get. Yeah, just trying to land a shot there, waiting for that messer to get in range, and just smacked its shield to no real effect. Oh well. However, now, I guess because the beam rifle is technically a sub-weapon, it defaults to the hip beam guns as its default Wave Rider weapon. But yeah, managed to take out that messer at least. We are kind of running away with it here a little bit, but there's still a good bit of round to go. And yeah, this is one of those cases where like I said, this one has been a little bit hard for me to get the round with, so I might not be quite as picky at this stage, since this is a pretty old request, as I otherwise might be. I am trying to get these out more often. It was, it was a good suggestion, good advice. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm ignoring them. I am going to have a post up sometime soon, hopefully, about the changes I'm looking at for next year. But we will worry about that when we get there. Um, but yeah, as you can see, they're catching up now, and the two Jestas, interestingly, are working very well together. Even if I've survived the Shazar Type A, attacking me, the Shazar Type B is right there, ready to take me out. So yeah, they're working well together. We're doing okay, but boy, they caught up real quick. Yeah, number 5 is alone out there, and I'm just sitting here dithering for a second, trying to figure out should I go in and help. And I decided yes, because I can sit way back in the middle of nowhere and snipe, which, yeah, not a bad idea. Once the Shazar A or B, in fact, see me, it's going to be a different matter. But for now, yeah, I can get in here and start doing some work. But yes, there is a stealth unit. I guess I forgot to tell anybody about that, but I don't remember if I sent the tell or not. Probably not. But yeah, 57-27 on that shot. If I can land these grenades or a beam rifle shot, it's gone. And it is gone. There we go. Yeah, like I said, the being a support, even though it is harder to use its version of the Hyper Mega Launcher, its version of the Hyper Mega Launcher still significantly more powerful than the Zeta 3As. So, and the fact that it can follow up with more grenades than the other Zetas can actually carry is also pretty nice. So, it could use a tune-up for sure. But there is still a place for it. That is my take. It all depends on the round, on the situation and the map, like it frequently does. And I was happy with that because I was pretty sure that Messer's aerial downswing was about to knock me out of the sky, and I managed to get around it. That shot technically landed, but the person was already dead, so it doesn't count. But for the record, I just want to say that I hit it. Whether or not that's true, but I'm pretty sure it is. Just shot at the edge of the hangar because sometimes, being able to aim by the life bars is a very useful skill, but also sometimes if you're not paying enough attention to the actual screen, it will do you wrong. So, let's see, 30 some seconds left. We have got this. We have got this. Not quite 2-1. So, if we have 20 seconds, if we get it up to 17, it is like 2-1 at that point. But yeah, that's okay. And like I said, I just wanted to. This is the best round I've gotten with it so far, so I just wanted to go with it. Now here is a situation where I would be extremely happy if I could. And I just kind of twitched there because it was getting to the end of the round. I'm kind of surprised the rifle shot didn't hit either, honestly. But yeah, that is the Zeta HML, which, this is a good map for supports, especially transforming ones, because there's just so much space to maneuver. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the colors came out. I went with a couple different shades of blue, a pale gold for some of the yellowish gold or goldish yellow, one of the two, for some of the trim, and white because that was also featured fairly heavily into the original illustration. So hope you like it, Cersei, and that is gonna do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So this is not exactly thematic with the rest of the video, but I did get Dragon Quest 2D HD remake, or HD 2D remake. I can never remember what order that comes in. It is very nice. The backgrounds are gorgeous. The game is nicely streamlined in various ways from previous versions of DQ3. The two that I feel are best, the two improvements I found so far that I feel are the best. There are now multiple sprites for each version of each character class, so that you can have, if you have, say, three female priests, they don't all have to look exactly the same. You can give them different sprites. You can change their hair colors. So that's a big improvement and a big expansion of what you can do with character creation over any previous version of the game. And also, Dragon Quest III has randomized stats for your recruited characters and a personality system, which affects how their character growth works. Certain personalities give certain stats more readily, so for certain classes you'll want one over the other. It used to be in the Super Famicom version that if you wanted to get a new set of stats and a new personality, you had to fully create the character, register them in the party change area, and then delete that character and start over. So you don't have to do that anymore. You can just go back a couple of steps and it will roll you new stats and a new personality. And that is really nice. So I will probably end up blathering about this more sometime soon, but yeah, I am enjoying it.